Alright, now what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Nahi here, and today we're back again on Knockout City, but we're not going to be playing any games per se. We're actually going to be doing something a little bit different and something I haven't really seen before. We're actually going to be going through all the maps and even the hideout, and we're going to be talking about all the Easter eggs and secrets, stuff that I've found, little hidden, like little small things you might have not noticed. I'll be showing them to you. It's going to be a couple episodes long. I don't want to just dump it all in one video. 40 minutes long hideout, all the seven maps there are. That's not what I want to do, so I'm going to be starting here in the hideout first for this episode. I'll give you a quick taste of what I'm going to be giving you guys in the future, and every day after that I'll be posting either one map in a video or two map in a video, depending on how many things are in that map. So if it's a shorter map, I can combine two maps into one video, but if it's a little bit of a longer, more hefty one, I'll make that a separate video on its own. But before we get into it and going into the hideout here first, I want to give a quick shout out to my Twitch channel. I have been playing competitively a lot. I've been playing with my teammates Desmond and AC Darklight. We've been getting really good, and are getting our synergy up, and we're starting to compete a little bit more. I'm streaming there. It's a little easier for me to just hop onto the stream and just start my scrims or play my tournaments than having to chop it up on my editor and upload it to YouTube. And I want to upload it on YouTube more, but it's just I'm scrimming a lot, and it's hard to upload on YouTube, and I really do. I wish I could, but other than that, I want to give a quick shout out to Twitch. Check it out. I'll be scrimming there almost every day. Tournaments are almost every week or so, and the new season's coming up, so I really want to lock in for that. But other than that, like the video, guys, comment on the video, drop a subscription. I really appreciate it. And if you guys have not seen any of the things in these videos, comment and tell me. I really want to know if I gave you something new, or if you guys have something that I haven't found that's really cool. I like this whole world, this whole Knockout City. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know yet, and I hope they dive deeper into the lore and stuff like that. It's really open, and a lot of things that can happen with this. So enough stalling, let's get into the video. We're gonna be starting out with the hideout here. Let's get into it. All right, so let's start off here in the hideout. So I'm gonna be going for all the maps and including the hideout as well. I'm gonna be kind of going over the service level Easter eggs and secrets first, and after that I'm going to get into the more hidden in-depth kind of Easter eggs that you may have not noticed or may not have paid attention to. But first off, we're just going to start in here in the hideout, of course. A lot of things are actually jam-packed into this area, even though it's quite small, and it's kind of interesting. So just the first couple things, you've probably already seen these, but these posters. So these posters are obviously appear in every single map, kind of most of the maps at least. And there's two variants right here, so of the Rick and the Humans, which is just an advertisement to some sort of movie, I guess, but we've seen Rick before, which is the monster right there. He is actually an icon that was available in the shop at one point. I'll put it on the screen there. But yeah, there's just two variants here, one with a kind of a mechanical heart, and one with the actual monster, the same as the icon. A little bit of a early recording, and the recording that I made initially actually had some wrong information, so especially about these posters here. So all the other posters I pretty much got right, but the Hologrammatics poster and the Scratch Brass Band poster are my first attempt of recording this. I actually thought that the Scratch Brass Band was the band playing at Rooftop Rumble, and the Hologrammatics posters were just some sort of event in the future. But I actually found a very, not hidden, but like some sort of Reddit. It was a Reddit post made by a Velen dev, and it was an Ask Me Anything sort of thing. And he responded to a question talking about lore and stuff. And he mentioned that these posters, like the Hologrammatics and the Scratch Brass Band, are actually bands who play on the Pirate City radio. So the guy who's in the announcer, he's on the Pirate City radio, and he's playing those bands. These are actually bands. They're not like anything else. So like they're in the city, they play on the Pirate City radio. That's something cool, and it's it's probably not the only bands that play, but for now we know what these two are. I thought for sure this was gonna be some sort of event, but I was greatly mistaken. But now I know, so I hope you guys know too. All right, back to the Dr. Nahi, who was dumb. After that, we also got these noodle shop posters. So that's the octopus takoyaki guy from Back Alley Brawl, and just a general noodle shop. Sorry, the noodle bowl. That's their actual name. Noodle bowl ad from Back Alley Brawl. So it's kind of all linked together. One poster you may not have noticed is actually outside of the hideout, or outside of the main part of the hideout, and it's just over here. So it's actually an ad for Galaxy Burger. Super small. This is actually only one of two of these posters that I've seen, at least in all the maps. So there's one here, and there's also one in Concussion Yard. I'll show you later. But yeah, it's like a little UFO with the burger, fries, and the drink and the UFO, which is really cool. Right next over to is this ad, not really an ad, but like kind of like an infograph of this some sort of like mechanical fly. You can see it's the fly right there, and it's a little line pointing to this little dot right here, which is like a fly on top of the garbage. It's saying it's kind of like solar energy, infinite power, recyclable. I'm not sure what it actually does with the garbage, but some sort of mechanical fly like that. There's another poster like this also in Concussion Yard, but I'm not sure. This is not really anything specific. It's just kind of like an interesting infographic like that. One other poster you may have missed is just inside, and I can't really get a closer look. This is probably the best you can get. I'll zoom in if I can. And it looks like a world map, obviously, just kind of, you know, the same colors and stuff. But it's actually just two people throwing a ball at each other. There's a guy right here, and then a girl or some other person right next there, and he's getting a ball thrown at him. Right there, you can see it. The guy on the right throwing the ball at the guy on the left. So yeah, that's pretty cool. With all these posters as well, there's also a bunch of KO Pirate Radio, which is the announcer's radio station. You know, the guy who's always talking to us in the game, and you know, in the training as well. He's on the KO Pirate Radio, 135.9 FM radio. So yeah, that's all these posters. And with that KO Pirate Radio posters, there actually was one here, and there's one on the top of the eagle. It's kind of hard to see that one, but it's a poster for the UPR, which is, I'll freeze frame it when I can. It's for the UPR, which is the Universal Public Radio. And it's kind of interesting that there's two different radio stations. We actually haven't heard anything from this radio station. We've only been hearing from the pirate radio station. And it's just kind of interesting that there's the second one. It's very hidden. It's just one poster that you can kind of see, and you can't really even see it like close up. You have to hop on the bounce pad and just kind of hover there for a little bit. You can do it with the moonball too. That's a good way to show it and see it. And to go with all the posters as well, there's actually a mural just down here near the dummy. It's for Spaghetti World, and it's out of this world pasta. That's their, I guess, their slogan. But it's kind of similar to Galaxy Burger in the sense that it's a, you know, a burger and fries. This is a meatball and spaghetti. And you know, there's obviously not a map for this, and there's not any other promotions like in any maps I've seen. This is the only time you see this like this ad, I guess you could say. And it's kind of interesting like that. So it's pretty hidden, like very fainted, just in the corner there. We go with that mural as well. There's one mural over here. This is a mural for the crew banner. I think it's called Series of Loops, or Series of Tubes, one of those two. But it's a crew banner. You can buy it in the shop, I believe. And yeah, that mural is the exact same one. And one of the final posters that kind of have any relevance is just this one right here. So this lost Chonky poster. So Chonky is this armadillo with this like little red party hat. And this poster is actually in every single map as well, like every single map. And the idea is that it's supposed to tell you that you gotta find this guy Chonky. And in the hideout, you can actually find him. He's just over there on the red car. You can just get on top of the radio station. I'll do that real quick. So once you get on top of the radio station, I recommend just having a moonball. If you don't have anyone else in your party, if you have someone in your party, you can just throw them up or get them to throw you over here. But with the moonball, it's a little bit easier. And as you can see, yeah, he's just chilling there. Yeah, he's just Chonky right there. He's kind of hidden, but if you know where he is, it's pretty easy to find him. Yep. All right, with most of the posters being done, I'm gonna get into more of the kind of hidden stuff you gotta kind of look for, and it's not really on the surface. A lot of these Easter eggs are kind of like just me throwing balls at random surfaces and, you know, hoping for a reaction, because that's kind of a thing that happens if you throw a ball at specific objects or surfaces. It makes certain sounds that kind of are just random and just funny like that. So the first ones that, you know, are in this area, just this guy right here. If you hit the ball with the TV, you get a little sound. I like static. Yeah, if you hit anywhere on this hole, like any of these TVs, it makes a sound. And right next over it, if you hit this pink garage box, so this like pink toolbox, you get a sound as well. A little bit like metal clacking. Alright, next up, we got the eagles here too. So if you hit either or of these eagles on the side of their heads, it has to be the side, you get a sound as well. Yeah, it's like a little growl, I guess you could say. Yeah, they both work, so no problem. Next up, we got this little corner right here with this grass next to the woohoo sign. If you hit like anywhere in this kind of vicinity right here, you'll get a sound as well. Kind of like just chipmunks or squirrels, I'm not too sure, but some type of animals in the grass. Yeah. Also, just shout out to Not Too Lucky for mentioning this little hittable thing in the corner here. I actually didn't know about this until he told me about it in my Twitch chat. I was streaming and he just mentioned it, so big shouts to him, because I would not have noticed this for sure. Got the grill here too. If you hit the grill, you also get a sound. You actually burn the burgers kind of with the impact. It looks like it burned the burgers, but the black will go away like that. And the sound you can make is actually just by hitting the basin here. It's a little water basin that leaks into this pipe or this hose into the grass there. You can it only works if you hit it from the hose side, so you gotta like throw it right here. Makes a little sound there. You can also hit it from the top, but not the left side. Like I can show you. And so the left side does not work. while if you hit from the top or that other side, it works. It's like nothing's in there, I guess, making a loud sound. There's kind of weird things you can also find. There's just these planks over here. These planks on the wall just chilling, and then there's a planks that says no on the side. I have no clue. Funny, I have no clue what it actually does. I've tried hitting it. I've tried doing some other things, but there's nothing that really happens with it. It's just kind of here. It just says no. So yeah. Also with that, there's this little golden stitch looking dodgeball here with the wings. Golden stitch from Harry Potter, obviously, if you've never watched that, but little dodgeball with golden dodgeball with wings. And you know, just in this corner here, it's kind of random, but you actually get to see it again in the next map I'll show you, in Rooftop Rumble. It shows up there, and it also shows up in Junkyard Junction, or Jukebox Junction, my bad, as silver. But yeah, it's just chilling here. You'll see it again later on. I'll mention it. And one of the final things I'm going to show you here is this is Pangolin pizza boxes. So these boxes are kind of scattered in the hideout for sure, and also in other maps. There's some over there, and there's some down here. We actually haven't seen like any like Pangolin pizza type like icons or banners, except for the buy the slice icon. It is just a slice of pizza though. It's not really dedicated to Pangolin pizza, but you can actually see the Pangolin pizza boxes on the pizza glider, which I don't have, but I'll show you a picture. As well with the all those icons and the gliders, this is a pizza shop just over here. Nothing Pangolin as well, but just a pizza shop. Could be related, maybe not. And before we leave on to the next map, I want to mention this one thing, and it's kind of an important thing. This big tower right here, so it's kind of pretty close up to us. We can see it's kind of like a little atom thing on the top. You can't really tell what it is. I'm assuming it's a dodgeball with those kind of rings around it. I just call it the atom tower for now because we don't really have any other idea what it is. But this tower appears like in every single map, and I'll mention it every time we go to the next map. But it kind of all ties together the whole city aspect and how, you know, everything's, you know, all encompassing, and we're all like, you know, playing in the same world, I guess you could say. But this atom tower is very important, and I want you guys to remember this. I'll mention it again for sure.